Scrub-a-dub-dub, what's in the tub? What's going on, my scrub subscribers? Ace here, and today we are back with another CCL team builder, and this is going to be against the Newbark Ninetails. Now, you guys are going to see right now that Erica's team is composed of Gengar, Jirachi, Rotom Heat, Vaporeon, Slurpuff, Banette, which is her Mega, Fletchender, Flygon, Vivillon, Ludicolo, Archeops, Flareon, and Whiscash. Now, looking at her team, I thought that she had a lot of threats that kind of hurt my team, but if I brought in very offensive team, like you guys can see of the team above, that I could put so much pressure on her team, I could kind of exploit the weaknesses of it, and with good switch priority, I would be able to limit what she was able to do and kind of just pin her down to the position where I just kind of push her team into submitting to my one of my sweepers. Now, for this to work, I definitely had to bring something that to identify against the threats that she has. The main things I'm looking at when I look at her team, and I discussed with Max a little bit, the things are Gengar, Jirachi, Rotom Heat, Vaporeon, and Whiscash, and the Vivillon as well. Something that I didn't really think that she would bring as much, because my team kind of has an easy time putting up rocks because I have so many Pokemon that are so strong and are able to put up rocks. Also, the Mega Banette is a problem because it does have the ability to Mega Evolve Protect and then have the Prankster ability, which is always kind of annoying because it's kind of like a Sableye, except it's extremely strong, the strongest Shadow Sneak in the game. So that's something as well as I had to identify for. But for mainly the threats of Gengar, Jirachi, and Whiscash, I'm bringing my boy Hard Body here, the War Turtle. He's going to be out here. He's going to be taking lives. But really, War Turtle's here because it does present a decent matchup against those Pokemon specifically. And if there is a Pokemon that I need to switch in to take a hit, War Turtle's there. He's my boy. Hard Body, going to take all those hits. And really, it's very important for him just to wall something and either get a Scald Burn or get a Toxic off, depending on what's in there. And get that Rapid Spin up, because I think Arcanine is really, really important in this matchup, especially if that Scarf Jirachi could be coming. Because Scarf Jirachi outspeeds my entire team, because I'm not going to be running a Scarf Swallow. I'm not going to be running Scarfed anything, just because I don't think it works well in this matchup. But Hard Body's just going to be in there taking the hits and keeping Arcanine healthy with a Rapid Spin, because if she puts up rocks, Arcanine's going to have a limited amount of switches, and we can't have that because Arcanine needs to be there for the whole match to limit down the Jirachi or possibly the Whiscash, maybe the Flareon. If they do end up coming, maybe even the Flygon, but that's because I don't think she'll lock herself into Dragon Tail. Most likely she locked herself into Earthquake. But anyways, yeah, no, Hard Body is just going to be that man who's going to be just Hard Body in that shell, ready to go, Eevee lighted up. Running the Scald, Rapid Spin. I decided for the HP Dark because she does have the Gengar and the Jirachi that would take super effective, as well as the Mega Banette. The Scald is there to get off burns, probably against the Jirachi or the Whiscash, maybe even the Banette. But it's I might just go for the HP Dark on that. Because I think that Hard Body can kind of just beat it 1v1. Now, moving on from that, something that I brought almost specifically because Erica has a Vivillon is going to be Swellbird. Now, Swellbird does present a matchup against the Vivillon, just because I can protect first turn, get up my Flame Boost of the Guts, and she can't really do much about it. And naturally, first turn I outspeed. So she will be wanting to probably go for the Sleep Powder just because she doesn't want to take a Brave Bird and that Quick Attack that I could potentially have. But I decided not to run it just because I think that Swallow being in against a Vivillon is so intimidating that she's going to either want to Sleep Powder first turn, which I will protect on, or she'll switch out, which I can just get my Guts boost up, and then U-turn out, or Facade, anything that comes in. Minus the ghost types that she has on her team, which is why I also have the Brave Bird, just for those things. Now the Mega Banette is something that I really don't want this Swallow matched up against too much so, unless it's at the very end, because its Destiny Bond priority is going to be something that really won't be something that I want to toy with Swallow, because I don't want to end up killing killing that and then losing one of my main physical attackers, because I think this thing really hurts the Vaporeon, the Vivillon, the Ludicolo, and kind of mons that would just be really bulky and annoying. And Swallow just has a great matchup against those Pokemon, because of Facade is going to do so much damage, and then those Pokemon are just effectively eliminated from being walls. And yeah, that's really like what Swallow is just gonna be my wall breaker, just doing swell things. I think Swallow just looks really fancy, it's like getting ready to go to work, like Ace Ventura. Like, yeah, it's just looking swell. It's, I don't know. Anyway, either way, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but all right. Okay, moving on, we have Ace. Speaking of Ace Attorney, but we're in here with Ace. It's the standard set. This is just such a great set, especially for this matchup, I think, with the Scarf Jirachi potential, the Flygon being there, the Whiscash being there, Intimidate, Will-Wisp, just staples and an Arcanine moveset. If you're going to run it the bulky way, it's just absolutely perfect the way it is. There's no reason to do anything other than that. It's just going to be something that's extremely pivotal, and something that I think Erica won't really have too many answers for, and something that I can just keep alive and just kind of annoy her down with. Now, moving on from Ace there, we have the Mega Diancie next. Now, this moveset is the same moveset, I think, except I changed it from Naive to Hasty, because Erica's team does have quite a bit of special attackers, and if I do end up having to take a special attack with Diancie, I don't want a minus special defense nature, and I'm not going to leave Diancie in against a Jirachi, because I don't want to take an Iron Head to the face, so that's why I decided to go for the lowering defense nature, as opposed to the special defense nature. Now, we do have the Earth Power for the Jirachi switch in on a possible Moonblast. We have the Diamond Storm for her flying types, and anything else that wants to come in that doesn't have great physical defense, like the Gengar, like the... what else? Hold on, I gotta look at her team for a second. I completely forgot. Oh yeah, like the Fletchender, like the Flareon, the Archeops. None of those really want to come in on a Diamond Storm. And then the Protect just off the first bit, just because I want to outspeed the Gengar. Or actually, it's the speed tie thing, because they're both base 110 after the Mega Evolution. But even just like speed tying that is great. And then outspeeding the Rotom Heat. I think Rotom Heat is a real big problem to my team, and I think the Diancie is a really good answer to that, because it can't Will-O-Wisp me its Magic Bounce back. It can't really, like, Overheat's going to do nothing and then just limit her down. To that, Thunderbolt and Volt Switch are really the only other moves it runs. Paint Split's kind of a thing, but like, it's not taking one Diamond Storm from Mega Diancie at all. She could run HP Steel, which would do a lot to me, but I am going to outspeed after my Protect Mega Evolution, and then I can just proceed to get off a Diamond Storm, and there isn't really anything she can do about that. Yeah, that's Diancie in a nutshell. It's going to be, like I said, it's part of the strategy of just pinning down what Eric can do, because I don't think her team has a lot of switch-ins to a lot of my physical and special sweepers, and there isn't really, like, anything she can do about that. It's just the way her team is kind of constructed. Now, moving on from that, another thing, oh, okay, thank you, Startup timer thing. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Just ignore the timer thing down there at the bottom. Nice and professional. But we are bringing Cha-Cha the Mamoswine. Now, Cha-Cha the Mamoswine is my just my boy. I was thinking Cha-Cha because, like, it uses Earthquake and kind of makes the ground shake, and it looks like everybody's dancing. So it's like the Cha-Cha, oh the Cha-Cha. But anyway, I think the Stealth Rocks is going to be a really good thing there, because I can get up the Focused Sash Rocks guaranteed, and then the Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, depending on what's in. If I outspeed, I can get those off. Ice Shard's priority, so it's going to easily take out that Flygon. If it's not like bulk invested at all, it OHKOs. So that's just a great matchup there. This is a pretty standard Mamoswine set, you know, thick, fat, and everything. So yeah, there's not too much there other than the fantastic nickname that I came up with myself. And then we have Empalm. I normally name these Robin, so we're going to change that right here. And as I change it, I'll explain the set a little bit. It's pretty much a standard set there. Just the fake out knockoff return and U-turn. I decided to go for knockoff because I thought it would be really nice to get off a knockoff on a potential Jirachi switch in on a return, because steel types do resist the normal type. So a knockoff would be nice if that Pokemon decided to come in. And this is my a Gengar counter, because if Gengar comes in, this naturally outspeeds, unless she's running the Choice Scarf, which is a possibility with Gengar. But it's kind of a lose situation, I think, for Gengar. Gengar can get off a Focus Blast and kill Ambipom, but then I have so many switch-ins there, and if it is Scarf, then I can bring in something that resists a Focus Blast, like Wartortle, or Wartortle doesn't resist it, but it'll take it pretty easily. Arcanine will take it pretty easily. Diancie won't take it that great, but it'll take it alright, and it'll live it. And then I can just get off a free attack there. So that's something that you really don't have to worry about. And then before Life Orb damage, Ambipom lives a Sludge Wave if it is Scarf, so I don't have to worry about that either. And I think it's just a really good position, Pivot Mon, just because I can come in after anything dies, kind of just get off the Fake Off and then a Revenge Kill, because Ambipom is so fast with the Life Orb Technician boost. It is just hecka powerful, and yeah. So that's the team that I think is going to give me the best chance of winning against Erica. And I think with this win, if we do win this week, we are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, which is fantastic for us. But yeah, make sure to hit that like button down below if you did like this video, and show your support for the Sootopolis Scrubanines as we quest for the cup of the CCL, which I believe we can do it. We can win that cup. So make sure to comment down below if you guys think anything on my sets were a little bit weird, something that you would change, and be sure to leave you guys' support down there, and let me know, that you guys are rooting for me to win the cup and everything. But yeah, that's going to be it. Make sure to check out Erica's channel as well. She puts out fantastic content, and you can see her side of the team builder and her side of the battle. I think the battle will be up tomorrow, since you guys are probably seeing this either Thursday or Friday. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Ace, and show that big support. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm out. Bye-bye.